go up here. Okay, the next premiere that's coming out is a little story time. So it's a lot of talking, right? So it's meant for people that think, okay? This has nothing to do with intelligence or anything like that. It just has to deal with people that are into critical thinking, right? They like to, hear everything, hear all sides. If you're not like that, this is not for you because you're going to get lost, right? You are. Because let me tell you an example how you're going to get lost. Let's say, for example, so we say, blah, 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 loves to eat fruits. And we show you this picture. Now, a critical thinker will go, that's not a fruit, but will listen to say, okay, this is interesting. Let me see what he's going to say about this. A non-critical thinker will go, but that's not a fruit. How can that be a fruit? That doesn't make any sense. That means, and you see all that talking you're doing? When you're doing all that talking, you're losing dialogue that's being said. Because in your mind, you are stuck on, that is not a fruit. So, once you fucking pass that point, you have lost a whole segment of conversation that you should have heard, but you didn't. So then what happens is your brain kicks in at the wrong time. So then you hear something, but you don't know why it's being said. So you lost something, so you're already lost. And that's the difference between a critical thinker and a non-critical thinker. You have to listen to the whole thing. Let me give you the definition of a critical thinker. Maybe this will help you. Critical thinkers are skeptical, open-minded, value fair-mindedness, respect evidence and reasoning, respects clarity and precision, look at different points of view, and will change positions when reason leads them to do so. So, as you can see there, you have to look at different things. You have to be open-minded, which is the most important thing to have. Be open-minded. But you cannot be open-minded if you're stuck on, that is not a fucking fruit, right? And we're not saying that you're going to sit there speaking out loud. We're talking about how your thinking is going to be. So your mind is like, no, that's not a fruit, that's not a fruit. How can that be a fruit, blah, blah, and then you're going to come back, but you would have lost so much dialogue. Your chain of thought would have went everywhere. And that's it. You lost. Then you're going to start hearing things that don't make any sense. You're going to get upset, angry, because you're going to say, that doesn't make any sense. Why is he saying that? Why is it blah, 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 blah. That's why we always say, people that are non-critical thinkers, that's it. Their attention span is 2 minutes. And if you give something that will stump them, that's it. You lost them forever. And that's what's happening now, actually, in the society today, is that nobody is a critical thinker anymore. Everyone wants it spoon-fed, and then once something goes against what they thought to be correct, they stop. They don't want to hear nothing else. They don't want to hear nothing else. No, that's not a fruit. But it is a fruit. No, it's not a fucking fruit. But I'm telling you, listen, I know that's not a fruit. That's a vegetable. But you see all this arguing back and forth? The one thing that a non-critical thinker would not do is research. They would not go and look to see, hey, let me see. See, that wanting to seek the truth, wanting to be open-minded, kicks in with a critical thinker and go, let me see. And they look it up and they go, oh shit, I didn't know that. A non-critical thinker, even if they go to search, you know what they're going to say? That doesn't make any sense. No, I don't believe it. You see, already you're fighting the facts. You're fighting it because you cannot accept that you were wrong. You cannot accept that your train of thought is flawed. So you have to stick right there. No, it's not a fruit. I don't care what it says. That's your way of thinking. So story time is for critical thinkers. It's for people that's going to keep going and listen to see what comes of the story. Not challenge the story, because how can you challenge something you have not heard completely? At the end of hearing the whole story and everything being told, then you can criticize it and go, well, no, in this part, blah, 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 in this part, blah, blah, blah. So, we're going to give you a little exercise for people that are non-critical thinkers, okay? Get a paper, get a pencil, or open up a Word or some type of text document. And anytime you hit a point where it goes against what you believe, jot it down. And that's it. Just jot it down and come back to it later. And then continue to hear. Then at the end, go back to what you wrote, research it, question it, see what's going on there. And that's how you start the process of going into critical thinking. Because now, you see, you jotted it down. Now you're going to go research. You're going to do yourself a favor and expand your mind. Because you may even find that it was false. And you can go, nope, I researched it. This is the blah, 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 blah. And guess what? You would have educated the other person that may have gotten it wrong. But you see, you expanded your mind into looking into possibilities instead of stuck and stagnant in one fucking thought. So, the video that's coming out is for critical thinkers, or people that are at least open-minded and listening to what they have to say. And if you are stuck, right, and you start to think in your mind, you start to formulate an argument in your mind, it's hard to catch with some people. But if you catch yourself doing that, pause the video and work it out in your mind. Work it out. Once it's worked out, then listen to the rest of the video. Stories are built on different blocks of ideas and thoughts and evidence and facts and blah 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 blah. So if you miss one small thing, one small part, you would have lost everything. You would be lost because you're missing a foundation. You're missing something that's gonna bring the story together. So let's use the example with the fruit. Let's say right before I said it was a fruit, you got up or you got in time something else, you're not paying attention, and we showed you the definition of a fruit, but you didn't see that. So now when you come back and we say, so this is what they like to eat, this fruit, you're gonna be like, no, that's not a fucking fruit. But you see, you would have lost that one key point, that one key moment where we gave you the facts, the truth that it is. So that's why when you listen to stories, or if you're gonna read a story, you need to see everything. You need to hear everything. You don't go to the movie theater and walk right in the middle of the fucking movie theater and then complain, going, what the fuck is happening? Why is that happening? Why did the bitch run? Why did the bitch run? Why is she bleeding? Why is she not bleeding? And it's like those people like, get the fuck out of the theater. Why are you coming from the theater fucking late? Get the fuck out, wait till the next showing, and watch it all. Don't sit there asking me what happened. I mean, what the fuck? Anyways, yeah, I'm going on a tangent. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen in the next video. All right, it's kind of a transformative type of video. So what's gonna happen is the premiere is gonna come out. It's gonna showcase screenshots and all that, unredacted, right? Faces, everything's gonna be shown, right? So, but you may have only one opportunity to see it. We felt that you needed to see the faces. You needed to see everything for you to really understand and really feel what we were trying to communicate. Because when you redact stuff, you don't get the full impact that you should get. That's why we hate doing videos on YouTube. That's why we do most of our big work is done on our website for our members, where everything is like shit goes down. But on YouTube, it's so fucking watered down that you can't do anything. I mean, YouTube is so forget it. So once the premiere ends, we would have already started the process with YouTube of cutting out the first half of that video, because the second half of the video is going to be the same video but redacted. So it's going to be 25 minutes of unredactions and 25 minutes of redactions. But by the time the premiere comes in and YouTube starts doing its editing, whenever it finishes, when someone logs in later on, we don't know when it kicks in, it would just show the redacted version, and the unredacted version would have gone bye-bye. You would have seen it. But whoever doesn't see it, by the time YouTube changes it and cuts out that part, that's it. You're not going to see it. Then, obviously, that video will be the exposure video that we talked about. And that video, the unredacted video, is uploaded with no views. And none of you will be able to see that. That's how we do our exposure videos, because that's how we determine if the people that we contacted view the video. That's the only way we can gauge that. We cannot send someone the link to a live video because everybody's viewing it and we don't know if they saw it or not. So that's why we do two versions. We do the redacted version, which we show all of you, and then we do the unredacted version, which we show to the people that we want to target to watch it. So that's a lot of shit. So anyway, suffice to say, okay, if you don't see the premiere, you may not see the impact of that video unredacted. You're gonna see the redacted portion, and that's it. That's it. Okay. You see, I even told a story in here. I can't help myself. I like to fucking tell stories. I like to tell people, I want you to think, instead of being spoon-fed. And your people just want to be spoon-fed. I mean, fucking think. And the other pet peeve that I have is having to repeat or to explain. Because let's say I would have just came out and said, okay, everyone, you need to see the first part of the premiere because the is gonna be cut out, and you're gonna see the second part because the first part is gonna be unredacted and the second part is gonna be redacted. Alright? A lot of you are gonna start thinking, but why are they doing that? Why won't they do that? Why won't they just leave it up? Why are they having two parts? Why they see all that fucking why? So that's why I have accustomed now that when I'm speaking or telling a story, I'm going to answer all possible questions that could come out of what I'm speaking about. So that is how I communicate. So at the end, the fucking questions are very minimal. Because it's like, let's not go through the 15 of whys. I just told you if you were paying attention. So anyway, so that's that. And yeah, that's that. Let me shut the fuck up because I know they're gonna cut it. Right now, let me see. Yeah, it's 40 minutes long, so they'll cut it down in half, those motherfuckers. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. So anyway, the premiere is starting soon. You must see the first part for the best chance to see it unredacted, because while it's being uploaded now, and once it finishes processing the HD version, then YouTube allows you to do edits. And at that point, we're gonna go in and edit it. But the premiere wouldn't have started yet. it would have started like 30 minutes after. And YouTube takes about an hour to 2 hours to complete edits. So that's why we know that you only have one chance to view it, because after that, whenever YouTube does it, it's going to cut off the first half, and you're just going to see the redacted portion. And then you have to use your imagination. God, oh God help us. So, anyway, that's that, people. Watch it. If not, you still be able to watch it unredacted. That's it, everyone. Out.